Hey, welcome. Uh, by the title of the video, you might be wondering what I'm talking about. Well, today we painted the airplane. If you have been following, and it turned out pretty good, except there's a spot right here, right there in the sheeting, I can't live with. So what I'm gonna do is it's gonna set me back a little bit. Is I'm gonna sand this inboard wing out, and I'm gonna put some green putty on this. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to work on the trailing edge as well. And the plan is to repair, to shoot this top of this inboard wing next weekend and do some of the trim, which will be the rondelles on the fuselage and maybe the green stripes in here. You know, because of how I'm painting this, I can't really lay into it like I did when I built my '07 Thunderbolt. But all in all, it didn't come out too bad. I have to work on the canopy a little bit. I don't particularly care for how the frame came out, and I'll sand on that some more, and it gets a color change, which is not a big deal. Uh, I'm gonna have to call Jim and see what he did on his Thunderbolt. He said he painted it yellow, I think. Maybe I can't remember what he said, red, yellow, something or whatever. But I had those mistakes that where the paint bled through in the panes in the glass, and sanded those out and shot the clear on it, and it came out pretty good. Matter of fact, better than pretty good. Come out real good. So not too worried about that. And the color's pretty nice. I just don't like this where I join the sheeting. I don't know, it kind of rolled in together right here, and you can really see it in the sunlight. And I can't live with it, so I'm going to repair that. And the plan is to sand out this entire inboard panel and paint it up to the fuselage here, and then it gets a green stripe here and a red stripe there and a green stripe here and a green stripe back there, along with my yellow Thunderbolt and black and white checkers on the nose. It's going to be quite the intricate paint job. But I thought I'd let you know what I had going. Just, I don't know, you really can't see it in here, but you sure can see it in the sunlight. So we'll just, this whole thing right here, right in here. If I was going to paint invasion stripes on the top, it wouldn't be a big deal, but it doesn't get invasion stripes on the top. So I'm debating whether to use 320 or 600. Probably the 600 would be better. And I'll take that green putty. I hate using that green, but I got to putty that in right there. It's only off by maybe 10 thousandths, but it drives me crazy. Looks terrible in the sun. But what do you guys think? How did it come out other than that? Got one light coat of clear on it. So, I guess if I'm going to get to it, I might as well do something. Break out the card. And for you half-A guys, hey Minnesota Mike. For you half-A guys, I'm still looking for those 1¼ aluminum spinners for half-A's. I need 2 of them. I'd like to have, what I'd like to have and what I get are 2 different things, but I'd like to have 2 Froome or Vico 1¼ spinners, but we're talking, that's ancient stuff. Yep, I just can't live with this. Right there. Might as well get them all. Oh, it'll work out. Don't worry. It's the price you pay when you're trying for a super finish, you know. Might as well fix all the spots. So if I'm gonna paint this inboard panel, might as well get them all. It'll be fine. Might as well do the trailing edge too. Well, Minnesota Mike, if you got an 1¼ spinner, I need 2 of them. Let me know. I guess I'll have to make them half-A. Yeah, missed that too. We'll get it. So this all happens because I'm not using any primer. But dope finishes are super forgiving. And I'll sand this all off, and then we'll shoot it next week, the inboard wing. Gonna be sweet dreams tonight. Boy, this stuff is pretty potent in here. I guess I should have done this before I painted it. But we're not going to do a Gene Martin. I'm not shooting for 20 points. I just want to be on the front row. Oh, don't fall on the floor. I have to get some more. Load her up some more. So I got sanded 3 times today and still wasn't enough. Ah. Remember, all these things that I do are just solutions to complex problems. Like with the clear on the windshield. Okay, no problem. I got lots of time. Road acts ain't till next year, if there is a next year in this country. Yeah. Well, now it's just a matter of letting this stuff dry, and we'll wet sand that all off. Make sure that I have a. Actually, it looks like it could use some right there too. Yep. I don't know what happened. It'll be beautiful. Bando! Sendo the bando! I'm doing the bad Chad right now. Put the bando on it. That's enough for now. Float it on. Sand it off. Laps came out real nice. We won't add no more to these. I just needed to repair that. There's no way I could live with myself if I didn't repair that. It would just drive me crazy. Every time I'd go out to the field, I'd look at that and go, why didn't I fix that? But how far are you going to go? You know, these paint jobs can drive you nuts. So that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm just going to repair that. And the rondelle gets over the top of this side and the two rondelles here. I mean, the invasion stripes, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So that's basically it. I just wanted to make a quick video to let you know what I was up against, what I'm doing. I would have liked to have had it all done today, but didn't work out that way. I've got to sand the canopy again. This gets green up here, so I'm not going to worry about this. You know what are you going to do? I don't know what else to say. Just kind of let you know that I too have problems. You know, finishes don't always come out perfect to the way you like them or whatever. And that's okay. Let's switch to this other camera. What else would I be doing? Pilot looks good in there. Let me give you a shot of that. Came out better than expected. That looks semi-realistic, doesn't it? Got the gun sight up there. Pilot with the goggles and the bulletproof shield. I get this painted a separate color, this sliding part here. It'll look realistic. I'm not sure. I've got to do some searching on the internet on how they did these canopies, but thank you, Alan. All this paint that I did today added 3/4 of an ounce. So it was one coat of gray and one coat of clear. So I'm looking, this will probably put me back an eighth of an ounce. But, you know, I had to fix it. There's just no way I could live with it. I got to make sure to sand this way, not this way. And we can start detailing the thing. Yeah, got a few pock marks in there. I guess I'll smooth some more stuff on there after I get this sanded out. So if you check back tomorrow, I'll get up around probably 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll start wet sanding all this. See if we can't get that sorted out. And maybe I'll block sand the canopy one more time. I've got to remask it. You don't want to leave that masking tape on plastic canopies as long as I did. I left it on for a week and it's not good. Somehow we got it off there, so I'm happy. I mean, it turned out all right. I don't have any imperfections on the glass, so that's all that counts. I don't know what to do. You can best bet I'll be working on it though. I only got till April to get it done. It's all tightened up really nicely. Got those painted today, so I'm happy with that. I can't ask for better project. No. If you're going to use clear on a canopy, you don't want to flood it on. You want to put it on dry, and don't use retarder in the clear if you're going to paint the canopy. Does it look melted? No. Not a bit. I think when I get the color change on there, that'll pop a little better. Instead of trying to blend it, I'll just color change it and it'll be fine. Well, that's all I got, I suppose. Got a lot of work yet to go. A lot of work. You guys got any questions for me this evening? I mean, this wasn't really a how-to video or anything like that. It was just kind of letting you know what I got going on. You know, maybe sit and answer a few questions. I just know I'm heartbroken. It didn't come out perfect the first time. But we'll get it. No question. Well, I'll stay on 4 more minutes. That'll be the a half-hour video, and I'll call it a night, and we'll see you tomorrow if there's no questions. Fillets came out really nice. Really good. What causes it to do something like that? Well, we were talking about that. Now, if you remember, if you watch this whole build, I molded the leading edge and I sanded it on the buck, and I never sanded the leading edge again until after the covering was on. We're thinking that there was probably some kind of weird grain in the wood, because that's right on the seam, that caused it to pull down in that spot. I mean, because I didn't sand it when it was on the wing itself, so that's not the cause of it. So that's all I can figure. Some type of weird grain. You know, this is it's a living thing, and when you put the dope on it, it releases the lignin, and that's the glue between the fibers that holds the wood together, and it's trying to grow back to the sun. You know, it wants to go back to its natural state. So if the tree wasn't cut perfectly in line with the grain, it's trying to go up. So that's all I could think of. You know, the dope softened the lignin, it's trying to grow up. It's nothing. I mean, the fix that I'm doing here is going to fix it. It's just a pain, you know, that it happened. And the only way, John and I were talking tonight, the only way we're going to get a perfect airplane is molded. There's just no other way. And with the availability of balsa wood going to zero, I'm going to take that heavy wood I got in there, and I'm going to build either a fuselage out of foam or a fuselage out of that heavy wood and make a plug. No, heat wouldn't do that. I mean, it hasn't been hot, so that ain't it. By the time anyone sees this airplane, that'll all be repaired. You won't be able to tell. It's just a pain that I had to go through it. Just one of them deals. And I'm not sure what caused it. I can only speculate. But it wasn't the heat. I know that for sure, because it hadn't been hot. It hadn't been out in the sun. It had to be the dope releasing the lignin between the fiber. Because I do use a lot of thinner. Not going to make my target weight. That is a bummer. We're going to be just a little over. But I guess I can use 15 thousandths lines anyway. Don't matter. It'll be fine. Trust me. All right, guys. I appreciate you watching and keeping up with the series. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. And, you know, if you want me to continue to post these finishing series, let me know, because for some reason these finishing series haven't done too well. Only 89% likes, Hardly any super chats on the finishing series. The engagement is down. So, got to do something. I guess we'll get ready to build some half A stuff. But I'll keep plugging along, I suppose. All right, like, subscribe, and share. Help me get my metrics up because it's really fallen off, especially on this series here. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow, about 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. What the heck's going on here? Where'd the mouse go? Until then, fair winds, tight lines. Let's go, Brandon. See ya.